Hi, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Garrett Richardson, and I'm a high performance coach. I work with middle school and high school athletes on how to train their mind as they do their body. Because Hall of Fame coach Nolan Richardson and I do take this pandemic very seriously, we will be sitting 6 feet apart as well as wearing a mask. With no further ado, let's begin.
Coach, we've watched a lot of games together. I've learned so much about coaching, about life, through your career, through your words. When we watch coaches and you could see them running up and down, they're sweating, and they're just going 100% of the time. Do you think some coaches overcoach? Is it possible to overcoach? Is probably the better question.
Yes, absolutely. You can overcoach. You can overdo anything. Overeat.
Yes.
Overwalk, overrun, overcondition. Everything has its overs. And the part that makes me understand a guy that's really, he's doing coaching, and everything he's doing is going bad. And all of a sudden he's 20 points down. If you notice what they do when they're 20 down, they sit down, and then they put their hands, and they're just like, well, ain't nothing else I can do. Then the team starts coming back, and it keeps coming. Then you notice there's a timeout, and now he's back into the game. He's talking about what he should do and drawing up pictures. And I'm saying, I sure hope they don't go the other way, because he's going to sit down again. These guys are going to be able to play. I get a kick out of him. I tried to do all my coaching in practice, because then when you take the hay out of the barn, that's it. You can't put it back in, or the toothpaste or out of the tube. You can't put it back in. So it's important to try to get them prepared for what's going to happen before you play.
Right.
That's what we call practice. That's the doctors call it fishing. You don't go out because you got a fish. You're going to try to catch a fish.
Right.
Well, that's the same thing with the coaching profession. There are those who think they can X and O you to death. I mean, they got all they got all the plays. All I ask them on the X and O game, let me be the last one to mark. See, you might say, I moved here to take a shot. I said, wait a minute, it's my turn.
Right.
Because you can't coach X's and O's. Because if I make you do something that X can't do, you lose the game.
Right.
So you coach people. And so when you talk about coaches who becomes the wizard of the X and O game, well, give me some players and I play his X and O's every day of the week. Give me some non-players and I guarantee you there will be a fight to the end. That's what's important. How much you can motivate your kids to want to do and see the game through your eyes. That's the biggest deal.
And that's all done in practice, which
It's all in practice.
Yeah, that's where habits are being created.
And habits are the name of the game, right? And you understand that because you were a guy who played at a great school at Hanks with Coach Hack, who's kind of a disciple of Coach Haskins, and then of course you played for your uncle at Tennessee State, and there's another one that had spent 10 years as one of my assistants. So he knew basically what we do and how we try to get it done. So, you've grown up into knowing all the things, the ins and outs of the game, and I'm very proud of the fact that you can relate to the game. Your brother is a high school coach down in Santa Fe.
Santa Teresa,
Santa Teresa, which is right outside of El Paso, and that's our stomping ground. That's where we come from. And so it's just a basketball family.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, leave us a comment. Basically, show us some love. And if you have a question for Coach Richardson or I, leave it in the comment box. You never know. It might be the question I ask in our next episode. Thank you again for tuning in, and we will see you the next go around with Conversations with Grandpa.